Hi guys, my name's Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to guess an ascendant sign based on how annoying somebody is. When you go to positive traits to try to figure somebody out, like it's really easy to get blinded and, you can be like, well, I guess she has this positive trait, but that seems to be a positive trait in all people that are kind, yeah, she's smart. That can mean so many different things. But when you just kind of pinpoint a really, really annoying behavior in somebody, even if you love them. I mean, like, I am the most annoying person in the world. And you can ask my husband, like, he loves me so much, but sometimes he doesn't love my annoyancenesses. This is why you are annoying based on your ascendant sign and how you can figure out somebody's ascendant sign based on how annoying they are. You ready? Aries. Aries ascendants, they don't want to feel pain and wrongness. So they're like master deflectors. I mean, in order to convince an Aries ascendant of anything, you have to be ready for them to immediately shut it down. Their favorite word is no. It's like a power word. No. You want to do this? No. And they never like to say sorry, because saying sorry would be admitting fault in a situation. While you're waiting for them to apologize for their poor behavior, if you act out in a mean way, they will forever hold that sorry from you. Totally not going to give you sorry now. You don't deserve it. Now we're even. Taurus ascendants. Taurus ascendants don't take compliments. And they can be the most beautiful woman or man in the world, like, and they normally do because it's ruled by Venus, and so they're beautiful, and they always have like nice teeth that make me jealous, and so if you compliment the Taurus ascendant on their appearance, they will immediately shut you down. Oh, you have beautiful teeth. Oh, I wish I had beautiful teeth. You're really thin. Oh God, I'm a cow. And you're like, man, I'm the bigger cow. And that's like super annoying. Gemini ascendant. Gemini ascendants have to be the smartest person in the room, and they oftentimes conceal information in order to make that true. There are a lot of ascendant signs who will try to like lighten the mood at all times. A Gemini ascendant is not one of them. Gemini ascendant may ask you for advice, but they only want your advice so they can tell you why it's not good advice. And then they'll throw out, well, this is why it's not good advice. Like, well, why didn't you give me that information? I would have been able to change my advice around if I knew that information. The Gemini doesn't care about what you're thinking. The Gemini's is like, haha, I have all this information. Oh, and a lot of them have Aquarius on their midheaven, so it makes them super social justice warriors. They may never talk to you whatsoever unless it's to be like, you know what, you shouldn't say that without a trigger warning. The Gemini ascendants themselves don't use trigger warnings. They're not worried about you, but they're worried about you offending other people. Cancer ascendants. Most annoying trait is that, I've mentioned this before, they slow down conversation. They're just unaware of everybody else's time and business. And so even though Cancer ascendants, they come off as like really caring about other people, they actually don't. They care about themselves and their own time and making sure everybody's okay, but it all comes back to them. They like to control the situation, and they don't care if the conversation around them was going quickly or if it was funny. They'll change it to slow paced and grim just so that they have like the control over the conversation. Leo ascendants. Leo ascendants are big deflectors, just like the Aries ascendant. It's ruled by the sun, so it's their natural ego. So what they do is they have to protect their ego at all costs. That means always like making you laugh, entertaining you, always being on. And then they go back home and they're in their little introverted shell. And I hate everybody. You really can't get through to them, like in any way. You have to really be close to them to actually know what's going on. Otherwise, I really believe that they lie about everything so that they can't disappoint you when what they really want to do is not working out for them. Virgo ascendant. Now, Virgo ascendants, they act like they are the most original, weird people in the entire world. And they're like, I don't care what people think about me. They change so rapidly. They don't seem to know what they are at all. When you're a friend of the Virgo ascendant, they're really smart, right? But then they do these dumb things for other people, or they change, or they don't know what they're talking about. Also, a Virgo ascendant's always the one that doesn't get the movie. Oh my gosh, why is she like this? And you're like, I don't know, I just started watching the movie with you. I don't know. But actually I do know because they mentioned that 2 frames ago. I I don't understand. Libra ascendants. Libra ascendants are such huge liars and flakes. They feel really guilty all the time, and I know that you really get that when you are talking to a Libra ascendant, is that they don't want to ruffle feathers. So they are just so agreeable. And then they just do things behind your back. When a Libra ascendant ends up really hurting people. Like, yeah, I would love to do that. And then they're like, don't answer your phone calls. When they laugh, they cover their mouth. Because they're polite. They're over here doing, I'm just a Libra ascendant. I'm not upsetting anybody. Like, I'm so relational, but in reality, they're whatever is behind that. You know, like Adolf Hitler was a Libra ascendant. The Scorpio ascendant. Scorpio ascendant are major deflectors. But the most annoying way that the Scorpio ascendant deflects is through, I know you. You probably got like an IQ of 120. Yeah, I know, because I'm like pretty good at guessing IQs. Yeah, you probably feel this way about yourself. I can tell because I'm really good at figuring out why people are like this. Yeah. I'm really good at this. Like, every Scorpio ascendant can't shut up about how good they are at figuring people out. And in that case, you're like, are you really good at figuring people out? Or are you just like trying to tell me? You're like trying to Jedi mind trick me. A Scorpio ascendant will argue with you about your own personality traits. And they never admit to anything that they are, because they don't want you to know anything about them. They're protecting themselves. So they're like, you're like this, you're like this, you're like this. Makes sense that a lot of Scorpio ascendants are into astrology. They can figure you out, but, oh yeah, no. Don't come near me. Sagittarius ascendants. Sagittarius ascendants give you the, like, 50-yard nod. And you're like, I'm talking to you, but hey, what's up? What's up over there? Yeah, cool. I'll see you later. Hey, what's up with you? Yeah, because they're anywhere but here, anywhere but in the present moment. You can't get them. When you do, you always end up feeling special. Just ignores you all the time, but when you finally get them, like, to come to your party or to, like, talk to you for 5 minutes, you're like, super excited. That would mean they have a Sagittarius ascendant, because otherwise they're way too busy for you and they just don't care, really. Capricorn ascendants. Capricorn ascendants are so hard to get to. Like, you can be so happy to see one. Oh my god, I haven't seen you forever. This is a Capricorn ascendant.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Because a Capricorn ascendant has to always protect themselves from emotion. You know, Cancer's on the other side. That's the moon. They're opposing the emotion. They don't want the emotion. They don't want to bring it in at all. So even if they're so happy to see you and they love you and they miss you so much, yeah, they're not going to tell you that. Or they might tell you that in like,
yeah, it's been a long time. I missed you a lot.
No emotions. If you know they're a Capricorn ascendant, though, it makes it easier. And you're like, oh, yeah, they totally miss me. That's what that means. Aquarius ascendant. Aquarius ascendants have a gigantic pull up their ass. Don't want to fit into anything, any box, any mold, any mainstream, whatever. So they stay out of like simple things like friendship and getting to know people. They're like so controlled, like the Capricorn ascendant, but they also are more talkative. And so they say a lot of rude things. I'm not a gossiper, so that's why I'm not getting involved with your petty conversation. It's okay though if you guys are like that. They're not really horrible. It's just that their personality, they're protecting their own emotions. And I mean, most of them are super gossipy, so eventually you get that out of them. Then lastly is a Pisces ascendant. I'm a Pisces ascendant. I know you're watching this and you're like, there's no way, Alyssa, that I would ever be annoyed with you. Pisces is the sign that's like out of this world. They're like moved on and they've died and they are in heaven now. So when you're ascendant and that's your personality, you're really trying to fit in all the time on Earth. Pisces ascendants never feel like they fit in. And in a way, like the Aquarius ascendant doesn't either and is really worried. But the Pisces ascendant actually tries to fit in. They start acting really awkward and idiotic. In a way, they're trying to make things more awkward because they think that's normal. They don't really know how to be normal, but they just want everybody to be at ease at all time. So Pisces ascendants kind of make a mockery of everywhere that they are. Like, nothing is serious, nothing is like real. Everything is awkward and stupid and superficial, and like whatever they throw out, like, oh yeah, this is how we human. I'm totally humaning right now, aren't I? And you're like, yeah, good for you, Alyssa. Please don't come to our next party. That is how annoying you are based on your ascendant sign. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. And I'm being really weird right now. I think it's my lipstick. I'm becoming my brown lipstick. And as I've been talking, it's been coming off. Okay. I love you. Bye.